This is NDTV, and you are watching NDTV Prime.
Hi, and thanks for watching On Art. I'm Anu Subramanian. Tonight, artist Kanchan Chandar shows us how she makes art out of tragic queens. Jagran Film Festival ignites our interest in independent films, and artist Gunjan Arora shows us how threads can be therapy. All this, plus a word from Rachel Charles at mojarto.com. This is On Art. An artist's work evolves over time. After all, as we grow, so does our art. But Kanchan Chandar tells us that if you looked at her work from 40 years ago, it would be unrecognizable today. Let's see how her work has developed.
It's difficult to define what I do because I do painting, printmaking, sculpture, installation, site-specific works, and from the last 1 decade, a lot of mixed medias. I started as a kid because my dad was a diplomat. I traveled a lot with him. He was in the cultural side. He would get invites and passes to the art fairs, concerts, exhibitions. So I used to accompany him a lot. And I started painting from childhood. A lot of my works are very autobiographical. Not directly, but you can say there is a very indirect element in it. Sometimes it's whimsical, sometimes there's fun elements, sometimes it's serious. It's actually what has inspired me. If I was not a painter, I would have loved to be an actress. So it was probably that hidden desire inside me which made me start this series about 10 years back. I just took strong personalities. And if you see, there was a little bit of tragedy in their life. They were tragic queens, you can say. Meena Kumari, Madhubala, Marilyn Monroe, Marlene Dietrich. I take the images, I Photoshop them, take out printouts, and I embellish it. Each and every sequin I put with my own hand. I don't have a helper. I belong to that generation where I feel I don't need helpers. People who see my works in the early 70s and who see my work now, they feel that there is a tremendous change in what I was doing there. That time the works were very dark, they were browns, blues, you can say the dark period in art, but not in my life. It's very funny because when there was a happy period in my life, I was making dark art. But now, with what has happened in my personal life, so much darkness came and went, so it became more colorful. It's a total contrast. A lot of youngsters are doing very good work. I must say they're doing very good work. They are very professional, very focused. But I just feel that most of them are not following their heart. They are basically doing what is demanded by the art society, by what is demanded, what the West wants. They have to be more genuine, and I just hope that they are more pure painters. I know I sound a little traditional, but I think it's the painting which is going to leave a mark in the history.
India makes the most films each year, so it's a shame that independent cinema doesn't get enough credit. Thankfully, last week Delhi had a fix for that, when thousands of people turned out for the Jagran Film Festival. Let's see how it went. Jagran Film Festival kicked off last Friday in New Delhi's Sri Fort Auditorium, welcoming films from around the world. After its run in Delhi, the festival will make its way across smaller cities in the country. And it's free to attend.
I think the accessibility of the festival, the fact that, you can get in so many people to see it. It's not like limited to it, only a certain niche set of audience can only come and watch it. The fact that so many people from like anywhere can come and watch, they do it in so many cities. So different types of cinema becomes accessible to so many people. That's the best part of it.
They are, having these festivals in all smaller towns and the two-tier cities where any audience, whether it's young, old, will never get a chance to see films from all over the world. So it's exposing not just the youth but the public to world cinema in smaller towns, and I think that's its biggest achievement.
Film titans such as Nasruddin Shah, Sudhir Mishra, Manoj Bajpayee, and Rajkumar Rao visited the festival, celebrating independent cinema and offering filmmakers the chance to interact with their audience.
There are so many films like regional films or films that are made on very small budgets, independent films that sometimes don't even see the light of day. So here you have a chance to see them. And I think it also inspires young filmmakers to want to make films or to understand filmmaking just by watching films. I mean, that's how we've learned.
Film festivals are a hotspot for cinema lovers to come together and discover, engage, and marvel.
So I think the first reason is that they're free, and for me exactly, I'm like a student, so it makes it easy to come and see films. The other thing is you get to see films that you don't see in the mainstream cinema.
काफ़ी ऐसे कलाकार जिनको शायद हम जानते नहीं हैं, उनकी स्टार्टिंग, कुछ ऐसे कलाकार जिनको जानने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, कुछ ऐसी फिल्म जो हम थिएटर में जाकर नहीं देख सकते, लेकिन वो चीज़ें हमें यहाँ देखने को मिलती हैं.
After the break, fashion designer Gunjan Arora shows us how he takes discarded threads and turns them into huge works of art. Stick around.